Halo Lur, selamat jumpa kembali bersama channel Rafiko. Terima kasih telah mengklik video ini. Admin doakan semoga semua selalu dalam keadaan sehat. Amin. Kali ini, kita akan menonton reaksi dari 4 reaktor saat memeriksa Alipbata Hotel California. Mari kita mulai Lur.
We found the video. You guys had suggested it was Alipbata obviously doing a fingerstyle cover, but the video was super kind of looks pretty low res, and we found it on a different channel. I'm not sure why that might be. It might be he may have taken it down from his own channel or whatever.
Our best guess is something to do with the copyright.
Yeah, so if that happens,
certain groups are very, 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 very strict about like this covers and this and that.
I've heard a lot of horror stories from reactors and dealing with the Eagles especially, so we'll do our best to keep ourselves protected from that. I don't expect that we'll run into anything.
I think, okay, let's start the video. I can see already on the loading screen that he's sitting on a chair. In contrast to the other videos that I saw from him, and the background is not the same. There's not the frame with the colors and such, which is normally there. So yeah, let's check it out. Here we go. Exactly.
Right here because it's a short song, and I almost at some point was like, is it the Hotel California, the Hotel California, or is it a different music piece? Because it was just so different. I love kind of like a Spanish, kind of like almost flamenco-ish kind of feel to it.
It was very recognizable from the beginning of the song, the original song, but then he started the percussion on his guitar, which is very similar to the original as well. Then after that, he did a little bit of his own variation of that part, I think, after that. A lot of fast-paced movements with his fingers, already showing so much fluent movements, and it is so fast, that part, but it's pretty familiar because I actually know the acoustic version of Hotel California almost better than the commercial version on electrical guitar.
Okay, now it's starting to sound more familiar.
Yeah,
like for the first bit, he was doing really cool stuff.
Right,
but I'm like, I don't think that's in the original recording.
No, not at all.
Yeah, he's doing some real cool stuff and really adding his own flourish to it.
Right.
But at the same time, there's a ton of instrumentation on the original recording.
Yeah.
I think there's like 4-part vocal harmonies. The lead vocals. I think there's like 2 or 3 guitars, and of course bass and drums and keyboards.
Yeah.
Also the part that he does here, the first verse, I believe it is, there's a lot of bass notes that he uses in there. There's a lot more full sound there than you would normally use on the one guitar from the Eagles in the song, let's say. Okay, let's return a little.
Wow.
A nice accent to just keep it staccato almost, where you just have a short note but you don't let the sound move on. You just stop the sound right away, pam pam pam, instead of pam 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 on guitar then, alright? But that gives a nice variation and accent in there. It's also in the original, so it's not a variation in that regard, but it's just in the song, it gives some variety, which is interesting to listen to.
Wow, this is very different. I mean, he's definitely a musician. I know you guys told me about him a little bit, but like this is just, I mean, out of this world. I mean, can you please come to America and teach people how to play guitar? I mean, this is fantastic. And the whole flamenco, like, it's not even a flamenco, but it did give me the feel of like Spain and dance and flamenco and like kind of like that kind of feel. Really cool. All right, let's go in.
Man, it's like he goes to that note so quickly. Welcome to the Hotel California. He goes very quickly and very swiftly to that higher note and back, like it's just nothing. I noticed that he's not using a capo, but I do think that it's in the original key. It sounds like that, but I'm not sure. I would have to hear the original for that, but it seems so familiar. I think it is in the original tone. I'm not... If I'm wrong, guys, let me know in the comment section below, but let's return a little.
That is a really, really seamless blend of rhythm and melody.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Keeping the chords going, keeping the melody and the vocal melody going, choosing which and when it's relevant to play one or the other.
Yeah.
Really, really cleverly done. Absolutely.
God, this is so good. I wonder why he went. I don't know if that's what he was going for, but like I said, it just gives me the feel of Spain, you know, like, it's a very cool stylistical choice. I love how his whole body is moving with it. Like, he makes his guitar sing. His whole body is singing with him. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Please come to the States. We need you. All right, let's go.
He uses two lines. There's a little solo in there, which is in the original, but he's using a line underneath that, a little bit lower than that. So he's, again, like I said in Numb, he did two lines in the vocal part of the verse. Here he does two lines in that little solo that is in there, which is also incredible. What I was about to say is that his guitar is an acoustic guitar, or I don't know, semi-acoustic, but I assume it's acoustic as he has his mic right there on the guitar and it's not plugged in. But also, those are steel strings. Those are not nylon strings. It sounds very different if you have steel strings versus nylon strings.
Over here. All right, Alip, Hotel California. You guys asked for it. We finally delivered. Wish some video was a little higher quality so we can see a bit better of the guitar playing, but we can hear it pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some of the flamenco guitar at the beginning, obviously, just a flex. Not really. I mean, maybe he's picked some root notes to kind of start there from, but
so where like there's some context where it kind of like ties it, at least in terms of being in the same key. But
right.
You know, it starts off with him like, you know, with him showing a bit of flair and then going into the actual like where it's like, okay, now I recognize it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just as like most of what we can expect from him, splitting the accompaniment instruments along with the vocal lines and the prominent guitar parts, and knowing what is pertinent in that particular section to play, and being tasteful about what you're choosing to play is just awesome.
Saat Alipbata mulai memetik gitar untuk membawakan Hotel California, keempat reaktor langsung terdiam, membiarkan telinga mereka menangkap setiap nada yang mengalir begitu halus. Petikan jari yang ringan namun presisi menghadirkan suasana klasik yang khas, seolah membawa mereka kembali ke era kemasan lagu ini. Tak ada efek berlebihan, tak ada elemen tambahan, hanya gitar akustik yang berbicara dengan begitu jernih. Melodi pembuka dimainkan dengan sempurna, membuat para reaktor tak bisa menyembunyikan kekaguman mereka. Ekspresi takjub mulai terlihat saat Alipbata mulai mengolah harmoni dengan teknik fingerstyle yang unik. Ia tidak hanya memainkan bagian utama lagu, tetapi juga menghadirkan sentuhan instrumental yang terasa begitu personal. Semuanya terdengar mengalir dengan alami, seperti lagu ini memang diciptakan untuk dimainkan dengan caranya. Saat bagian vokal seharusnya masuk, Alipbata justru membiarkan gitarnya yang bernyanyi. Nada-nada yang ia mainkan terdengar begitu ekspresif, Seolah-olah setiap kata dalam lirik lagu diterjemahkan melalui melodi, keempat reaktor tampak semakin larut dalam permainan, menyadari bahwa tanpa satupun lirik yang terucap, mereka tetap bisa merasakan inti dari lagu ini. Seiring berjalannya lagu, permainan gitar Alipbata semakin menunjukkan kompleksitas yang luar biasa. Ia mampu menyatukan melodi, harmoni, dan ritme dalam satu permainan yang terdengar begitu padu. Para reaktor mulai mengangguk pelan, seolah mengikuti alur yang diciptakan, tidak ada nada yang terasa berlebihan. Semuanya dimainkan dengan keseimbangan yang sempurna. Ketika bagian solo legendaris dimainkan, ekspresi para reaktor berubah menjadi semakin antusias. Mereka tak menyangka bahwa solo gitar yang biasanya terdengar megah dengan format band penuh bisa diterjemahkan begitu apik hanya dengan satu gitar akustik. Alipbata membawa sentuhan baru dalam lagu ini, membuatnya terasa lebih intim namun tetap mempertahankan jiwa asli dari komposisinya. Menjelang akhir lagu, suasana yang diciptakan semakin terasa menenangkan. Setiap nada yang dimainkan seolah memiliki makna tersendiri, menghidupkan kembali nostalgia yang melekat pada lagu ini. Keempat reaktor tampak masih menikmati setiap petikan terakhir, menyadari bahwa mereka baru saja menyaksikan sesuatu yang lebih dari sekadar cover lagu. Ketika petikan terakhir berhenti, ada jeda beberapa detik sebelum akhirnya para reaktor saling bertukar pandang dan tersenyum kagum. Mereka tidak hanya terkesan dengan keterampilan teknis Alipbata, tetapi juga dengan kemampuannya dalam menerjemahkan emosi sebuah lagu ke dalam bentuk instrumental. Dengan penuh kekaguman, mereka menyadari bahwa musik memang bisa berbicara dalam banyak cara, dan Alipbata telah membuktikannya dengan luar biasa. Itulah lur untuk reaksi kali ini. Sampai jumpa lagi di video-video selanjutnya bersama channel Rafiko. Terima kasih telah menonton.